The moment of tooth.
Toothless.
The moment of tooth. The moment of... Oh!
Oh.
Huh.
Did it work?
There he goes. Oh, Echo! Excellent. That means that Restream just hates Heroes of Might and Magic 4.
In particular.
In particular. Either that or the exact timestamp of a Friday night at 7 p.m. is what it doesn't like, because I did switch it to 7:05 p.m. just in case. It was technically a more accurate start time.
That's good.
Oh yeah, and look, there we go. Nice. Also to say, oh yeah, and Twitch had issues recently, so I should probably check that. But it's running too. Everything's fine.
Good, as it should be.
Great, even. Where's the doodad?
The doodad.
Oh hey, it's the art.
Oh, the doodah day.
Beautiful on the doodad, eh? And I have the chat open. Feels weird to be seeing the Crystal stream stuff. Since that was so long ago. Almost 2 whole weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how time flies.
Indeed. Just zooms along. Paste.
Oh boy.
Boy! An attempt was made.
Every time I say, oh, huh, like, well, hi, I think of that cat from that one, like, TikTok where it's like, my cat sounds like it just said, well, hi, in a southern accent.
Does your not cat? Do you know how to English? Because I don't.
I don't cat.
Does your cat not say, oh hi, in a southern accent?
Not that I know of.
Is this because you don't have a cat?
Yeah. That certainly makes it harder.
That makes the indecisive, not that I know of, even more frightening.
There could be a cat that I have that says, oh hi, in a southern accent. I don't know.
Do I look like the person who knows if we have a cat?
Abstinence makes the heart go wander.
Close enough? Question mark. Oops, there was something I wanted to check before I started, but I guess it's too late.
Too late
It's too late.
to apologize?
Hmm. We're already committed. We gotta go. Oh look, it's that SpongeBob Smash Bros. Game. I meant to say Nickelodeon, but SpongeBob works too. The Smash Bros. Game specifically with SpongeBob characters and SpongeBob characters only. Whew.
Is it more than just SpongeBob?
Yes.
Like, I mean, in terms of that show, like,
From SpongeBob, yeah, there's also a
yeah.
Patrick.
Oh, okay. Do you get to play as Squidward?
I haven't been paying that close attention to the roster. Boy Tails! Welcome!
Hello.
Hello, Happy! We're happy to see you.
Happy Daffy. Happy ding ding boo boo.
Guess who's playing Pokemon Unite instead of Sketchy? Definitely not Tails, because Tails is very responsible. Right, Zero?
Tails is super responsible. She's like a role model for the rest of us.
I half expected you to say that Tails was medium responsible.
I'm only medium sneaky.
I'm well done, Sneaky.
Sneaky Rare? That's my pony name, Sneaky Rare.
Beautiful.
There's gotta be some kind of like there was this I think a post on Tumblr or something where it's like, you know, where it's like choose your birthday and then it's like corresponds to a word or something. Except it was like put your childhood street name and your pet name together and that's like your porn star name. I feel like there should be something like that for My Little Pony names. Like, take your favorite food and your, like, a color word. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it would be, but, like, I feel like you could make something like that and, like, come up with wacky names that sounds, like, somewhat like pony names.
I'll get you there, Lickety Split. I had a friend named Lickety Split.
Lickety Split.
I think that's my favorite brand of joke for pony stuff. The silly name jokes. What was the one I did with you? I think it was a Shining Armor. And you said something about blue blood. Oh no, you said... Wait, did you?
Did I say something like about a helmet?
Did I give you the silver spoon joke? Oh yeah, I did. You're like, she said something about blue blood, and I said, I don't know. So somehow we went from shining armor to Prince Blue Blood. Oh yeah, you talked about the attitude. You're like, you sound shining armor sounds like this. Oh, I'm super important. I was like, no, that's Prince Blue Blood. And you're like, oh, that sounds like the name of someone who had a silver spoon in their mouth. I was like, no, silver spoon is a different character.
Oh. Oh my goodness. You were like waiting your whole life to make that joke live in front of a studio audience. And I walked right into it. Happy's like, oh, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm medium on my IRL, but all my pages are finished on time. It helps that I don't actually have a comic.
Well, I'm also the opposite. On my real life stuff, what is responsibility, but I do have lots of comics done.
Yahoo!
Oh, people are arriving.
Peoples.
Peoples? Oh, hi.
Uh-huh.
Do I have all my things up? I do not.
Are you ready?
Not necessarily.
Is it adventure time?
Your adventure time.
Well, your time for adventure.
E.
So there.
So, take that.
Got
I can
him.
probably open this.
This and that and the other thing.
Let's slide this over here. Wait a minute, this. What that works?
Slide to the right.
That you.
One hop this time.
Zero?
Uh-huh.
You sound very far away.
I know.
I can't believe you left me.
I was drifting away.
I can't believe you drifted away from me. Poisonous snake time!
Oh, snake time.
Yeah, snake time. Zero? A what?
Hi. Am I still drifting away?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless you mean, are you still quiet? Then the answer is yes.
Oh. But why? I didn't change anything.
I can't believe Zero is just fleeing from us.
But I didn't change anything.
Zero ran to the opposite side of the room.
No, I didn't. I sat in the same place.
Is it like playing from a different mic? Because it doesn't just sound quieter. It legit sounds like it's like something like on the opposite side of the room is picking up your voice.
Really?
Yeah, like echo and all.
Hello.
Hello? Hmm.
Well, I have the right microphone selected, and it's picking up.
I mean, it's picking up. It just sounds distant. I can't believe Zero has grown distant from us. So sad.
But when I test it, it's fine. I think it might be something on your. Let me check your stream. I do sound distant.
I can't believe Zero sounds distant. Here, let me try hopping out and back into the call, see if that helps. Oops, I just click it, I don't right click it. Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
I'm back.
You're back. Welcome back, Zero.
Thank you, Lyra.
You've-
It's good
you've-
to be back.
You've returned from the opposite side of the room.
Back from the other side.
Oh, and just in time. It's about this time to start playing.
Wow. Okay.
Yay! But first, it's been a hot minute since we played any of the other ones, like a whole year, just about.
That's right. We're gonna need a recap.
A recap? I love recaps. They're even better than regular caps.
And Lyra prepared an entire presentation with the PowerPoint and everything, right, Lyra?
Prepared is a strong word. I'd say something closer to I forgot. I fell asleep and didn't prepare anything, including the little bit of looking up the names of them all before it started. What's King's Quest 2 called?
I guess we'll just have to use our imagination.
You're an imagination.
Are you saying I'm just a figment of your imagination?
Yes.
I've always wanted to be adorable, which is everything that Lyra imagines.
Oh, don't worry, Zero. You've always been adorable.
Yes. You mean I've always been a figment of your imagination?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z. But here we are in King's Quest 5. Absence makes the heart go yonder.
Gronder.
In King's Quest, one quest for the throne, King Graham was just a wee knight and had to go out and fetch the 3 treasures. The magic mirror, the only one of the treasures anyone ever remembers. Speaking of only one ever remembering, being the only one that people ever remember, what were the other 2? No, they're not important.
Was it a lady?
What?
I definitely remember a lady.
I think a lady stole one of them.
Oh, okay.
And wasn't the one who had it when we tried to get it back. In King's Quest 2, Romancing the Throne. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. King Graham goes to the distant land of Kalima, whatever you want to pronounce it as. There's no official pronunciation now. There's a voice acted game with that says the name, but I don't know it. Man, this game was released in 1984. It's 9 years older than me. 2, not 5.
It's so much older than you that it's like almost the whole decade of being on a quest.
King's Quest 1 probably is a whole decade.
Whoa.
But King's Quest 2, you go to Kalima and save Princess Valanice to marriage her. Zero's favorite. In King's Quest 3, we take a break from adventuring with King Graham to travel with the slave boy Gwydion, who has to get free from the evil. Ooh, this is actually important. Uh, uh, yeah, he has
This
to get.
one's relevant.
me. Let me just recap all the games for fun. Me gets you 3. Oh, right. This one directly affects the plot of this game.
Better tell it properly.
King's Quest 3, hold on.
Just read the wiki article, the entire one. You thought we were here to play video games? Nuh-uh.
We're here to read wiki articles. King's Quest 3 to Heirs Human. You're
Hey.
the little slave boy Gwydion, who's has to find a way to get free from the evil clutches of the wizard Mananin.
Boss? Banana.
And he does so by turning him into a cat.
That's not a punishment.
That sounds like something a furry would say.
Huh? I can't believe. I came all this way to go on a quest with Lyra, and she decided to betray me.
It's just consider it payment for all the phrasing you're gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. And after he becomes free, he finds out he's actually Prince Alexander, son of King Graham and Queen Valenice, and he has to go save Daventry from a dragon that snatched up his sister, Princess Rosella.
Rosalina.
Rosalina. And then in King's Quest 4, Perils of Rosella, you'll never guess who is the protagonist of this game.
Rosalina?
Rosalina. Their dad, King Graham, falls ill, and Rosella has to. I forget what the island that they go to is called. But you go into an island and you gotta help the fairy princess get her magic back, so you can find this well, these are actually so she can help you get back home after you find a magic fruit that can heal any disease on a fairly unrelated quest. And you have to get her magic back from Lolot, also known as the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wait, actually?
Not literally, but if she's in the castle. She's a green witch in a castle on a mountain with flying monkeys. It's the Wicked Witch of the West.
It's actually.
I'm surprised they didn't just I'm guessing the movie made it so they couldn't just do it, because this series is just a bunch of references to old stories and fairy tales and stuff. So.
The Wizard of Oz is public domain. The movie used it, but they can't copyright actual they can copyright the fact that the witch is green, which they did, the specific shade of green even, but they can't copyright the term Wicked Witch of the West, because that's public domain. That's weird.
Maybe it was just they already made her green. They figured it was easier to just change her name to Lolot then.
Oh, she's green. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last game. We got the magic fruit. King Graham is healed up and ready for his own third adventure. Let's see what it bees.
Bees? There's the bee!
She has chosen the bees!
No!
Is it this? Oh, hello. I guess it picks that up.
Raimu's here.
Well, I guess not.
Lyra, your stream is scum.
How could you?
Raimu said, "Who could it be?" And all I can hear is, "Who could it be? This animal that I didn't see. Can you help me guess this
I forgot.
mystery?"
Have you
What?
previously played King's Quest V?
This for you.
They're Arby's, says Raimu.
Alright, so can you see in here?
This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Guys, I can hear the stream.
Excellent. It's time for an opening cutscene.
Magic.
Where I've not touched the mouse at all. Castle Daventry.
Daventry.
Oh, that guy looks friendly.
I love the music that I can actually hear.
Isn't it exhilarating? Also, everybody tell me how the stream is handling this, because I'm technically streaming it to 2 different places.
Powerful.
Maybe the game this old, my computer should be able to handle it. But then
There's
the
like
question,
no lag.
Excellent.
For me, at least, on either end.
Sweet, that's nice.
But the funniest thing is your stream that's live is like 5 seconds after the one on. Well, Lyra, I can't tell if it's lagging or if the game's just really slow.
Oh, the game's just really slow.
Okay. Ribo's like, yoink that stuff, slank it, man.
Look at these sick backgrounds.
Yeah, like, who was sitting there like painting with pixels? It's like, I'm gonna do a painting with ah! Don't you? Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
What?
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did.
You did? Well then, what happened?
Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
Well, don't stop now. Go on.
He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right.
Why? Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you.
Those hand
My
gestures.
employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see...
Oh my goodness.
Reboot, let me tell you about the cutscene everyone just saw.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful. I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work. Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard. One of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again. That's all.
Like he doesn't acknowledge the fact that the bird fell out of the tree.
I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
Well, it is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak.
Oh, excuse me.
You were saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
Help you.
I forgot that I could fly a moment there.
Are you sure he can fly? I think he's just walking along the tree and pretending.
What is that stuff? Oh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me
Peter
to
Pan
the land of
reference.
Sardinia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good.
He says, I think this king has information overload, so his criminals for falling off 0.
Come on! Here!
Oh my god.
There he goes.
Follow
He's flying as gracefully as Iron Man. Don't you hate when you're just walking along the forest and then your whole house and kingdom and castle and everything is gone?
And if King's Quest 1 is anything to go on, there's not much in the kingdom besides the castle.
Oh, okay. So he just lives alone in a giant...
He lives with his family.
Okay.
And there are other people in Daventry, just not like any sort of town.
Uh-huh. It's like servants and stuff.
If you go off of King's Quest 9, on the other hand,
Down here! Come on! Okay.
also I believe this is a
Here
different
I come.
country, so that's why there's a town. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just far away in the same way. So, there he goes.
This is hilarious. Elsa, so like, what do you think the side effects of bad fairy dust?
I like how it's just the same pose and it just circles and it
Looks
falls in the
like
water.
fairy dust just
Yeah.
wore off.
The wizard.
Where have you been? I've been calling for you.
Kill the spare.
He ain't having no more children, that's for sure.
Well, well.
He's having some grandchildren though.
A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog.
Not any way to talk to a
Into
king.
the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Oh, aye, aye, Crispin.
Did he just call him? Did he just say, "Alright, mister"?
He said Crispin.
Oh, okay. It's like, "Alright, mister." "Alright, Bob." Whatever you say. Dude.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want
Freeman.
to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
A little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Oh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find.
used to be a very powerful wizard, but then I got old.
Excuses.
You know how crusty old people are.
Excuses. All wizards are old.
Oh my goodness.
You may ask,
No, that won't do.
is there... Can't there be
That's
any
all you
young
got.
wizards? No. You become a wizard by refusing to die.
It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year.
Snake?
With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You could find that quite helpful.
Mm-hmm.
He was just keeping a piece of snake jerky in his chest.
Yeah.
Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get
Okay.
going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go
He
with
said,
him,
"My boy."
Snake. Show him the way. Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on.
My boy.
You better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
Yeah, look, Gafter's here.
Well,
And I think that's all. Oh, there's one
how
more thing.
exciting.
Ooh, I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your
Ciao.
Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
Ooh, I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway,
Anywho.
what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
To the south we go. Well, first things first.
Mhm.
What if the game wasn't as slow? There we go. Much better. Oh.
Oh my goodness. They knew. Who plays this game on slow?
I'd just like to note that the default speed, despite how slow it is like almost all the way up. Like it can be a lot slower still.
Why?
I don't know. Like fast is a fine speed. Oh, okay, not quite yet.
I dare you to put it to slow.
Here it
I want to
goes.
know what the experience that people are going for when they play this game on slow. It's like, oh yes, I love
Here
waiting.
we go.
I love playing.
Rolling at the speed of sound. I'm guessing it's for like being precise when there's like stuff you need to be fast for.
Oh,
I
are there
think-
like what's it called? Time-based whatever.
Yeah. Also, I forgot that I set it to the default save screen rather than the funky one that the thing has.
Ah.
Also, I'd just like to note that as a kid, for most of the first times I played this game, I always skipped the opening cutscene.
Why?
Uh,
Was it too slow?
no, just no, it's just what my mom did, so I always followed suit.
Oh, okay.
Um, but oh yeah, so in the cutscene they give you the little gets you a little thing that makes you able to understand animals, right?
hmm
Yeah, so throughout this whole game, you understand animals. So I get to the next game, and I'm like, why can't I understand animals anymore? Because I didn't know something specific to this game. Anyways, it's time for the
Did you
line.
like go backwards,
Graham,
like
watch out!
play this game
A
first and then
poison
another
snake!
one?
I can't believe you talked over the line, Zero.
I know. I'm sorry.
You missed the poisonous snake line.
I didn't realize he was gonna say it immediately.
I'm sure the snake is friendly.
Stay away.
Oh,
This is
It speaks.
my path.
yes, you remember 2 seconds ago when we were talking about how we can understand animals now?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's friendly. I'm sure. Let's just hug it. Hi, friend.
That wasn't wise, Graham. He who speaks with
You're
his
dead!
tongue should never be trusted.
So, anyways,
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
a poisonous snake. Perfect. That was not just to hear the poisonous snake line again.
You have to hear it properly.
Yeah. Some guy hired off the street did a really good.
If you're
The
going
scene?
into town, I'll just wait for you here. I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
Look, we're in town. One impressive thing about the fancy environment art is it's not just like I'd expect it to just be like a flat slapped on fancy background that they dance the sprites across, but they actually have like foreground pieces that you can like walk behind.
Yeah. Is that difficult to do?
By today's standards, not whatsoever, but back then, especially for stuff this fancy looking, probably. There we go. Hello, sir. How are you today?
How goes it with you, good fellow? Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
Thanks. With this wagon, I'm gonna need it.
Does the game just say anything about
Quaint
the...
houses and little shops line the town's main cobblestone street.
There we go. It does say stuff about the random things.
Graham
Oh,
notices
yay.
an old wooden barrel on the street corner.
Oh, like a wooden barrel. Let's mess with it.
Inside the barrel, Graham sees an
It's a
old
fish.
rotting fish.
Ew.
It seems fishy.
No.
Let's take it.
No.
Yeah.
Graham
Gross.
leans way down into the barrel and removes, phew, the smelly old fish.
You.
Look, we got our first item that isn't the broken wand.
Pew.
Let's magic his wagon fix.
Graham gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies.
It didn't work. What's this place? No. Just Taylor. What about this
A
place?
small toy shop fronts the town's cobblestone street. A prosperous-looking tailor shop occupies the town's main corner.
Okay, there we go. I knew it had shoe shop.
Nearly hidden at the end of the street sits a small shoe shop.
Look at all these shops we can go in. We can get some new shoes,
May I help you, sir?
some fancy new clothes, and some toys for our adventure. Defeating a
Toys.
wizard.
I see a cowboy hat. Is that a naked man?
He's wearing undies.
I'm interested in buying something here.
Ah, let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well,
Oh boy.
what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say. I'm just here to help.
The one funny thing about this,
I don't like this at all.
hello, sir. One funny thing about the like fancy painted style is it makes things you're supposed to pick up have a very look out. That cliff is drawn on an animation cell look.
Yeah.
In the
I've
corner of the
noticed.
shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick fur-lined cloak.
Here. let me help
Ribo
you
says,
with that.
wow. Some guy hired off the
Oh,
street
that
did a real
cloak
good job
fits you
VCing.
perfectly. It just looks wonderful on you. Let me tell you, it will certainly keep you toasty warm during the coming winter. Let me know if you wish to buy it.
Tail says, sir, I get that you don't like it, but can you please put your clothes back on before complaining?
So much extra effort.
Mom, we found something of interest, but no way to get it. Oh, wait.
Huh.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything. If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
Awkward.
He sounds like...
Huh?
He sounds like he should be speaking in rhyme for some reason.
Okay, Papa?
Is that a penguin?
That was that conversation. Okay, so I tried to like look at this sled on the wall, and that conversation started the second I clicked,
Yeah,
and I
mein
think
Gott.
that broke the conversation.
Sister, I really like her.
Now, Katrina, you know these toys are for sale for other kinder. Besides, you've got plenty of dolls. You can play with her, but just be careful.
All right, Grandpapa. I'll take care of her.
Oh
He
yeah.
can talk to penguins.
Graham notices a strong little sled hanging on a side wall.
That's a fine sled, isn't it? Any child would love to have it.
Yes, I was just admiring the workmanship.
Danke. If you'd like to buy it, let me know.
Danke.
I like how the I appreciate I genuinely appreciate that the getting the grabby hand and clicking on the shop items isn't attempting to steal it. Also,
Yeah,
since-
why isn't it like an eye for those things if you're just observing?
Well, it's because it's an eye to look at what it is, and then the hand to interact with it.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's a little sparkly over here.
Graham notices a shiny
Sparkly.
silver coin lying forgotten on the street near the broken wagon.
Oh boy, free money that probably was owned by the guy who broke this wagon. Has a broken wagon and
Bending
probably
down,
needs it.
Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
But I'm the king.
You're like a king, and you're going around picking pennies off the ground.
Oh, I just remembered what one of the treasures is. A chest of endless gold.
Take a
Ah.
look around if you want, but we don't have
Okay.
any shoes to sell you right now.
What did you do?
We
Eat
sold
them
our
all?
last finished pair yesterday.
Oh,
Our
congratulations.
business ain't doing so good anymore. And
What?
We're getting too old to keep trying.
Oh, what?
Is there anything I can
That's
do
sad.
to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying
We're just
us
going to
out.
die.
But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
Well,
What is... What? Oh, hello. There's nothing here, but feel free to look around at the nothing.
well,
Did you interact with the dog?
oh yeah, there's a dog in there. Don't X me, game.
I like how she's just like, we sold our last pair of
It's
shoes.
you
We're getting...
again, isn't it?
Shh, no, shh, it's
What?
fine. It's fine, old lady.
A skinny old dog lies down on the hard floor
Hello,
of the
cat.
shoe shop.
Pet the dog.
This old dog doesn't appeal to Graham.
What?
Well, Graham seems to be incorrect.
Well, you don't have to marry it. Just give it a pat.
Zero's talking about marrying dogs. That sounds pretty furry to me.
Hey. Happy says, what are we eating?
Your soul.
Shoes. I like how she's like, we sold our last pair of shoes. We're way too old to make more. There's nothing to be done about it. We're just gonna die soon. Just waiting until we die. Don't even bother helping us out. Nothing to be done.
Everything to be done.
I keep thinking your little cursor is like Graham just like shimmying up that staple.
Here I go.
Woo!
This place looks interesting.
With a fine view of the rushing river, the bakehouse sits a bit out of town, along an old rutted road.
Ooh, rutted road.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
Ooh.
Oh, game, you can't tell people what dog to pet
And
like
how
that.
is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
Got that red lizard.
You mean the cat?
Oh.
Oh, hey.
A crown.
Here's the last of the pies.
I knew one of the wait screens was a crown, or wait,
Welcome to our
icons.
bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pies. Just one
I
silver
love
coin each,
custard.
but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
A silver coin? What a coincidence. We just got that.
We picked up the equivalent of like a whole pie's worth of money off the ground.
Yeah.
That's like finding a $50 bill.
I don't think pies are quite that expensive. maybe a 10, maybe a $20 bill. Not quite 50.
Oh, you're not getting a pie for $10. They're like 25 to 30 around here for like a whole pie. So you can't just like find a 20 and be able to pay it off. You gotta be picking up a 50 or something.
That sounds expensive. I guess I've never really bought a whole pie. We always make ours.
Well, I'm not saying the pie is like $50. I'm just saying if you just like found 20, it's not gonna be enough.
I get what you're saying, and I'm saying 25 to 30 sounds expensive.
Maybe my area is just really expensive.
Maybe. But again, as I said, we don't really buy pre-made pies. We maybe buy like the crust, pre-made crust, and use that to make it.
Yo, I don't know the last
know I
time you
said
made like
maybe because we only buy the pre-made crusts.
I freaking like whenever I make a blueberry pie, it legit costs me like $30 just to get the
Baker brothers
ingredients.
seem to have a pet, a large mangy cat.
There's a large mangy
Maybe
cat.
it was a pecan pie that cost that much.
I don't think the developers of King's Quest like cats.
The Baker brothers seem to have a pet, a large mangy cat.
They're a mangy cat.
Everything looks so delicious, it's hard to decide what to buy.
Everybody has that problem, but what a problem to have.
Those custard pies look most delicious.
Yes, they're made from a recipe handed down from our dear mama and her mama before her.
Dear
your
mom.
grandmama?
It's still hard to decide, though.
Well, take your time, there's no hurry.
I already saved, right? Yeah, pies. Pies.
The lies.
Here you go, sir.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Guys, we have a pie.
I'm so happy.
Isn't it exhilarating that that's going to help us so much? When,
I love pie.
That's going to help us so much defeating the evil wizard Mordak. Ignore the name of the save.
Excuse me?
What if we just, like, consume the pie?
That was the best custard pie Graham has ever eaten.
Delicious.
That's it.
Yeah. And now the game's unwinnable.
Happy's like, no, Zero. I'm so happy.
Isn't that exciting, Zero?
What kind of pie are you buying? Gold pie?
You seem to not be reacting much to eating the pie, making the game unwinnable.
Oh, I assumed you were just doing it for fun and you were gonna go back to your save point.
Yeah, but also, what if I didn't know that?
Well, how far into the game until it's unwinnable?
Close to the end.
Like, what?
It's even worse what the puzzle is. I'll bring it back up. We're definitely not going to get there today.
That's like really strange. Well, if you go back, will there be another silver coin on the ground?
Nope.
Wait, so it just legit like makes it so that you can do a thing and
make the game unwinnable.
But like, that's so dumb.
It's a Sierra game. They're known for doing that to you.
I guess. I guess like back in the day, I would have had more time to like replay games and stuff.
Yeah, also, it's like a 5-6 hour game.
Mhm. I mean, I had to do the Undertale Genocide run like 3 times over because I just kept passing like win states.
The
So
Swordy Hog Inn.
It's not the worst thing.
Dirt road, a country inn overlooks the picturesque rushing river.
Let's see what the inn is like.
I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
Oh. That okay.
What is this music? How could anything go wrong in here?
It's so jolly. There's even a dog.
You know that job we pulled yesterday? Where's the rest of the loot, huh? I think one of you guys is holding out on me.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
His
Man is full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rob him out.
This did not go.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds.
This escalated very quickly.
Don't worry, Graham.
Yeah.
The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery.
What? Just dead? Elle says, look, if it's between eating pie and beating a game, I would eat the pie personally.
Carefully, Graham searches through the haystack, but doesn't see anything of importance.
I wonder what could be in the haystack.
Nothing of importance.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
Did he just call us Grim?
He called us Graham. This bear seems friendly. What if we just give it a hug?
Ribo said older games will let you screw yourself over like that. Also, they want you to call their hotline, and now you're dead.
Tisk, tisk. Graham should know better than to feed the bears.
To feed the bears.
Feed the bears. Bears like fish,
Dolphins,
right?
a Graham.
Have a fish. There he goes.
The game
Oh,
literally said, what?
I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
There's a bee. There's a bee lady. Look, a stick.
Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground.
Yoink.
Honey.
Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
Where'd you get the protective piece of cloth? What do you have to say, Cedric?
Having other things on his mind, Cedric doesn't appear to be in the mood to talk right now.
That seems vaguely rude. Were you about to say something?
Was I? I don't think so. Tail says, Lyra, how wrong is my opinion if I like plain Pikachu more than with any of the Unite outfits on?
Pretty valid. Plain Pikachu is pretty fantastic. Will this fit? Perfect.
Chosen the bees! What?
Javier has arrived.
Hi, Javier.
You missed us making the game unwinnable.
You make it sound worse. Wait, did you actually eat the pie and not go back?
I went back, yeah.
Poor ants.
Okay.
Playfully digs at their large anthill.
Ew. That's quite the anthill, though. It's like got battlements and everything.
Play fetch, dog.
Hit the dog with the stick.
Rude.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
See, this game subscribes to the sexy lady version of character design for animals. The ants over here with their king just look like ants, but the bees with their queen are just ladies.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, mostly because I didn't know how to spin the joke. So thanks for making the joke for me.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice that the bee queen was Beatrice or something like that, and Ant King is Antony?
Antony, yeah, I noticed, and I appreciate it.
Oh, there's something up there.
Javier says, wait, what do you mean making the game unwinnable?
Oh yeah, I ate a pie, and that made the game unwinnable.
We bought a pie with money that we found on the ground, and we ate it, because that's what you do after you buy food.
Yeah. Some guy who has to deal with their broken cart and probably needed the money to fix said cart seemed to drop a silver coin on the ground, so we picked it up and bought a pie with it. And if you eat the pie, you can no longer win the game.
Rivo says they love their puns. What's with the covered wagon? Oh, it's not a covered
Keep
wagon.
your eye on the gypsies, Graham. I don't trust them.
A gypsy wagon is encamped here at the edge of the woods. On the side of the wagon, the words "Fortune Teller" have been painted. Within the gypsy encampment, Graham notices a tall, burly man who keeps a suspicious eye on him and Cedric.
I'm sure he won't mind if we just walk in.
Bid for the cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
Well, he doesn't mind if we pay him, but we don't have a gold coin.
We only have a pie. Rival's like, racist much, game?
Hey, his volume is turned down.
Uh-huh.
Did I do that?
I don't know. Did you? What's detail?
I don't know.
Does it like turn into the old game if you turn it down? Nothing changed.
That's odd. Oh well, may as well turn it back up.
Yeah.
Moo!
Mahoo! Mahoo! Desert?
Yeah.
There's nothing but a hot, dry desert for the West. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
Coward.
This place seems fun.
It's the Wild West. Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
This is starting to seem very familiar.
You're just walking in circles.
I'm walking in a straight line. Maybe that's the problem. I'm gonna load real quick. I'm not doing anything wrong by doing that. It's fine, Cedric. Not counting. 1. This is already fast. 2.
Rival howls to Zero singing.
It becomes much more obvious how slow fast actually is when you have to just go from one side of the screen to the opposite side over and over again.
Yeah.
Like when there's actually stuff to interact with on the screen, it's not slow at all, but when it's just across the whole screen, the entire screen multiple times, it becomes a tad slow.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
6.
You're gonna die. Javier says
7.
Zero would be a cool cowboy movie protagonist.
8. Take a nice sip of water.
Good thing there was water there.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Life-giving water. The nectar of the gods. What glorious rocks.
From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
No. Oh no.
The Spaniards.
Open sesame!
Oh, no, they're Arabian.
Neato.
Now we know the password. Raibo says, oh no, it's the furry convention. Come in, oh, it's bandits. Javier says, did you really drink unchecked water? That can kill you.
In fairness, he literally could not make it back. He literally could not have made it back out of the desert before dying of dehydration at that point. So it was drink the unchecked water or die. So you just gotta bang on the door and say open sesame, right?
Open sesame!
The temple door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing.
A horse.
So anyways, how do you feel about mazes?
Not good.
Do I have? Of course. Me. Do you want to have paper? Me with a big thing of paper underneath my table. No, I don't. Why would I, an artist who sketches everything I do on paper, have paper? That's silly.
That sounds funny. As if anyone keeps reams of paper around.
I could look it up. But what's the fun of that? You gotta do it the old school way, just like make your own map. And die a lot. This seems fun. It gives me something to do while he spends an eternity crossing the screen. Oh. For the record, I don't remember where anything is. Man, there were two of these. Sir?
He's stuck.
Ooh.
Oh!
Once again, I'd like to mention, I don't remember where any of this stuff is.
You found something. Blind luck?
Blind luck.
Uh-oh. A picked clean and sun-bleached skeleton lies in the sand of the hot, dry desert. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Who can say? But it makes Graham uneasy nevertheless. An old shoe lies forgotten near the poor skeleton. Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand.
Arbo says, LOL, the game becomes unwinnable because you drank that water.
Graham can't do much to help the
But
poor
it's the
man
game of
now,
life.
and vice versa.
But the game said it's life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Don't like that.
Time to go back to the nectar of the gods.
I wonder if it's too far. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's exactly 8 screens away, which seems to be...
Too late.
Nope.
Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
Hey! There we go. There's the death puns I expect.
Javier says, I have paper. Would you need me to write? Tail says, I could sketch a panel in this amount of time. Rimo says, skeleton. Hey, you want to buy a shoe? Hey.
Sans voice.
Javier says, my goodness, this game was released in 1990. That's 1 year before I was born.
That's 3 years before I was born.
Oh my goodness.
Can't believe Zero is old.
Javier says, these are pretty impressive.
Are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
You found the oasis, or is it a mirage?
You're a mirage. Time for life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods, has some old-school bacterial and probably the plague. Drag our boots through the clean water that we're trying to drink. Also, due to the map, I know that right over here is not where I think it is. Alright, so I messed up.
Lyra's like, according to the map, I am completely lost.
Okay. I got it. I missed one movement to the right.
Tail says, I want to believe Graham can hear the narrator, so he hears these puns as he's dying.
Are they hallucinations, or is the narrator just some omniscient being sassing him as he dies? There we go.
It's like Undertale. It's like Kara's voice in Frisk's head in Undertale.
Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand.
You know. Don't worry, guys. Everything's fine. My map was only slightly off.
But was it one missing to the right or one missing to the left? And now everything's shifted.
To the left.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Go.
The hot sun and choking sand are taking their toll on
I think I made a mistake.
He must drink. And soon.
Did I make a mistake?
Yeah, you can't go one more without dying, I don't think. Is that... Okay, good.
Okay, yeah. So no, yeah, that was to test the
life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Just despite my confidence in saying like, no, it's definitely one to the left and not to the right. This was to make sure it was.
Oh.
There you go. More danger. So if we go.
Danger.
Why did I put W for one and O for the other? Like, I get that one is water and the other is oasis, but like, how many?
They're the same thing.
Yeah. Notice King's Quest VI has only one of these sections. I don't mind these sections.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
In fact, the one of these sections in King's Quest VI is probably one of my favorite parts of it. But it definitely
Is it faster?
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
It's not a desert, so it's not just constant. I think that's why I like it. 'Cause this one is a desert, so like either a screen is important or it has nothing on it. There's no in between. And spoiler warning, but the next segment in this game like that is the same, and the segment like that in King's Quest VI is not like that. There's variance between the screens, and it's cooler.
I get what the point of having everything the same is. It's like to disorient you. But like they could have made it less slow, I think. Like he just has to take a few steps in the direction that you click and then they can like, you know, transition.
Alright, so I'm once again. Oh no. Wait, back up. Did I save? I think I saved, but now I'm back up here.
I don't think you saved here.
Time to save here.
Life-giving
water. Life-giving water.
The
nectar of the gods. Can you feel the strength and renewal flowing through you?
I can.
Oh my goodness. So much strength and renewal.
I'm glad you liked the Nectar of the Gods line as much as me. I think they actually reference it in the super newest King's Quest game.
Really?
Yeah, the Nectar of the Gods line.
Raiva says, I'm gonna dream of this line when I go to drink. Javier says, you either hydrate or dihydrate.
More true in this game than ever before.
I don't like the idea that we're just drinking nectar secreted by gods, though.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must
The
drink.
hot sun and choking sands. Stop eating sand.
Whoop, there goes my pencil.
Woo! Seems like a lot of desert.
There is a lot of desert.
It's like you would have to die a couple of times just to map it all out, you know?
I think that's the idea.
Well, that's not fun! This isn't gameplay!
Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst.
But
in the hot
Zero.
desert sun. If only he could have found
Graham
an
was
oasis.
dying for a drink.
For a drink, Graham?
Dying for a drink, Graham.
Let's try down 3.
Okay.
I already went down 2.
One more.
And I'm pretty sure everything is like. I believe this is where I turned last time. And this is a new screen.
One more time, we're gonna celebrate, yeah. All right, oh yeah.
I forget where I am.
Oh no! But I thought you had a
The
map.
hot sun and choking.
No, sir, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it, sir. Sir. I'm worrying about it.
Dying for a drink, Graham.
Maybe it's to the west.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert.
I can't hear you making puns about me dying for a drink.
Dying for a drink, Graham.
I can't believe it's the first death pun. And we gotta hear it 50 times in a row.
That's why they wrote a pun for this section. They knew you were gonna die here 50 times in a row. That's the only time to abuse the power of puns. Where did the term puns come from?
I don't know. Probably someone punny. I hope I'm right about this.
Because at the end of the day, it really is just wordplay that's kind of cringy.
The hot sun and choking sands
Where did
are
the
taking their
term
toll on
come
Graham.
from?
He must drink, and soon.
So on the one hand, I'm very close to the left side of the paper. On the other hand, I can't really go much further than this.
Mm-hmm.
And live. Can I?
Yeah.
Doodle bop this way. What?
That certainly is a way to make an invisible, like, barrier.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert
Too late.
sun. If only he...
That line was somewhat different. The music's slightly different.
Yeah,
The game took pity on you and started playing music. Oh.
That's just the Oasis music. One of your benefits for finding an Oasis is getting music. Instead of just... Ooh! He went behind the hill and I thought he fell over.
Oh.
I forgot which way I went. I got distracted by me thinking I died after only 2 screens. Just keep going this way. I have a good feeling about this.
Javier said, isn't there a way
The
to
hot
save
sun
water in
and
a
choking
bottle or
sands are taking
something?
their toll on Graham. He must drink, and
Is that too fair for a game from the 90s?
Absolutely. If you hear a video playing, you're wrong, you don't. That would be silly. That would mean I'm looking it up, which is what cowards do.
too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
Dying for a drink, Graham.
I am dying for a drink. How did you know? Do 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 do. Shh. You definitely didn't hear a video that would involve cheating. And I am not a cheater.
Absolutely not.
You know, I actually looked up how to do it
Yeah?
shortly after we played King's Quest IV in preparation.
Oh. And you forgot.
Because it's been like a year.
Well, you're supposed to suffer, Lyra. You're supposed to die a bajillion times while you map out the route. That's how us 90s kids do it.
This is too late. Has he already gotten what? No. Man, I forgot to do that. Is there any other way to die in the desert?
Well, apparently there are bandits out here.
There they go.
The bandits?
The cats. It was a catastrophe.
I know.
All around him, Graham sees nothing but more desert. How much farther can he go on? Thankfully, though, a nearby pool of water can relieve Graham's overwhelming thirst. A small oasis. Its tantalizing water, so sparkling in the desert sun. Graham's hot, thirsty body is irresistibly drawn to it.
The narrator, Graham's body might be hot, but I'm the one who's thirsty. Javier says, if the game cheats you with such unfair mechanics, then it's only fair if you cheat back. It's not cheating.
It's not cheating. They intended you to look it up with a guide or the call system or whatever.
Or do what you're doing and just map it out slowly but surely as you die 100 times.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
More nectar of the gods.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of a part in Putt Putt. I think Travels Through Time, where you're like in a similar desert situation and you have to like follow random tracks that lead nowhere.
I believe Putt Putt is the same genre of game.
Ah,
technically.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing
I don't think
through
I ever
him.
watched you play the Putt Putt game, just now I think about it.
Really?
I think I missed them all.
Ah. They were cute. I think like the Putt Putt style point and click adventure whatever every time you play it it's like slightly different, like not every time but like they have like 3 or 4 variations and like kind of mix up the tasks you have to do, and in one of them you have to actually go through the desert and encounter this old wagon dude who's like panhandling. And he's like still there even if you don't get to do his quest, but it just becomes like really pointless.
I'd like to note that my map is wrong.
Amazing.
Because according to my map, I've been to this spot before.
Whoops. It's so easy to get turned around in the desert.
Oh, I missed the guy walking out and falling over.
Kale says Putt Putt Goes to the Moon was my fave as a kid. That's so funny because Putt Putt Goes to the Moon was my least fave as a kid because he looked different. I'm like, why is he so ugly?
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
On the bright side, this water probably is safe.
Yeah.
It's their drinking water.
But they also didn't offer you it.
Nah, they're bandits.
With disgust, Graham looks at a drunken bandit lying face down in the desert sand, completely passed out. Overhearing loud music and drunken laughter from within the larger tent, Graham guesses the bandits must be celebrating their latest plunder.
I want to celebrate.
An intruder!
Oh no!
That wasn't a very smart move, Graham.
They didn't let me celebrate.
Aw, but it was my birthday. Tails is like, ah, there we go. Rimo says that water might be safe, but it has backwash from the bandits.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to. Oh.
Snoring loudly upon a beautiful carpet lies a sleeping bandit.
Rimo says Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo was my jam.
A jeweled staff leaning against the back of the tent catches Graham's interest.
Why you got checked by the bouncer real hard? Let's just grab the staff.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
Who are you? A spy?
That wasn't a very smart move for Graham to make.
You should have killed the bandit.
Murdered him outright. Should have murdered him outright.
Yeah.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna stab me on the way up to grab it. I'm surprised I even got that far.
Yeah.
The bandits' horses rest in the desert sun while their unsavory owners revel within the large tent. There doesn't seem to be any activity within the smaller tent.
Look, fire.
The campfire, all but forgotten, has been reduced to a pile of glowing embers.
Let's steal a horse. That should help us get back.
Disturbing the
safer.
horses would be very unwise at this time.
So rude.
The game's like, this is a bad choice, but we're not going to spend time animating a bad end for it. Just take our word.
I just hope that was all that I need here.
Because you're not getting back?
I can get back. It's just how about a guardian of the sand
The hot
joke?
sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Uh-oh.
I made it back to the O of the ace.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
My map is now complete.
Hehe.
I added the B symbol. We got the boot, right? We got the boot, we got the staff.
The boot and the staff.
One of the hard things about it is I believe everything except the boot is basically as far as he can go without water.
Uh-huh. So you have to get to the oasis so you can get to the boot and back without dying.
Oh no, the boot is the exception.
Uh-huh.
Because it's pretty close to the oasis. And I think it's close enough to here that you can go like a few steps.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, like to get from
life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the gods.
Graham
Once again.
can now
like I believe to get from here to the oasis is like maybe got one space of leeway, and then maybe two for the bandit camp.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like not much room for error. But now we have this. Now we have the staff.
Nice.
I've got it. Perfect.
Temple of Crime. Man, our pie's
The
gonna
jeweled
be
staff
covered
is
in.
obviously the work of an expert craftsman.
Okay.
The old wand doesn't.
Our pie's gonna
Our
be covered
pie's
in.
gonna be covered in sand.
No, that's fine. Can't we just
Graham gives the
magic
wand a good
the
shake,
temple
but it
open?
only.
Because the wand's broken.
Why is the wand broken?
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Oh snap! Look at all this gold.
Oh my! Look at all this treasure.
I like gold.
Hurry!
No.
The exit door is about to close.
Nothing can go wrong from this home.
Ha!
Cheer up, Graham. At least you can practice your game of tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks!
So speaking of things that slowing the game down a lot could help with.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Oh no!
Quickly, Graham grabs the old brass bottle. Bending down, Graham hurriedly picks up the gold coin from the temple floor.
Retreat!
That was close.
Wow.
Alright, so now we have a gold coin.
It is a shiny gold coin. This is an old, tarnished brass bottle.
Tarnished.
Oh. I love bottles.
Tarnished by the sand.
I love bottles.
They're comfy and easy to wear.
I was going for a Banjo-Kazooie reference, but that works too.
It has no effect on the massive door.
Sir? Not on the door. Hello, Artemio.
Hello. Hi, Artemio.
Ah,
Happy
freedom at
birthday.
last. Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
What?
That didn't go well.
Graham should know better than to keep things bottled up inside.
Hey.
Boo!
So I hope the bandits don't mind that all their treasure is not locked away
Life-giving
forever.
water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go.
We're going home. Get it out of all this sand. All this sand that gets everywhere. I don't like sand.
Thanks, game. That was nice mental health advice.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Well, there's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Once you leave the desert, it does not matter whatsoever how dehydrated Graham is. He may be literally one screen away from collapsing.
I was just starting to get concerned.
Hello, Cedric.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
I'm used to dying over and over again.
I mean, that's not untrue. I was gonna sass him about the fact that it was Alexander who had to go in the desert and not him. What to do now? We have a pie.
In the sky?
An evil genie in a lamp. a boot,
What a hoot.
a golden coin, a honeycomb, and a broken watch.
Wonderful.
Well, I guess this is where we use the golden coin. Why not?
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
Did you save before you use it? What if it's not where you use the coin? You should save. I love bottles.
Wait, here you go, sir.
You may see Madamushka now.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game.
So, you are here to see Madamushka, no? Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Mananan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat. I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
These are some weird
Holding out
furry
on me,
dreams.
little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat. Starting with your dear mother.
I think you noticed.
Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck.
That was
Ingram.
generous.
Be careful. That Mordak is a bad one.
Thank you, Madamushka.
I'd say that was worth 1 gold coin. Also, as I said, the King's Quest 3 story is important because
That's what it's from.
yeah.
Well, they did summarize it pretty well.
Yeah. But one thing you might not grasp without playing it is Alexander's like, oh, it was an accident, I swear. No, it was not an accident at all. it was totally on purpose.
Oh my goodness. It was an accident, I swear. Lies.
I don't think we've been to this screen. Whoop! Ants in my pants.
Do a little dance with ants in your pants.
Is that a new dance, Graham? The Boogaloo?
The Boogaloo? We've missed a lot of screens.
King's Quest 2.
Utilizing fallen logs, a gnome has built a little forest home.
Electric Boogaloo.
Nope, I can't see the gnome.
An old
there
grandfather
it goes.
gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at play. Sitting on a stool in front of his house a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette.
Exquisite. It looks like you from the first game.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son. And I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be.
I just wanted to admire that marionette, but also asked to buy it.
Oh, look at the sexy tree.
That sure was a way you could phrase that. Look,
she's secreting sadness.
Once again, that sure was a way you could have phrased that.
I'm here all night.
But hey, look, it's a weeping Willow.
Oh yeah, that sure is a way you could say it. And look, it's playing a lyra.
Hey.
Hey.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not
What a
really
mood.
a tree. I'm really a princess. You see,
And now I'm naked.
my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes.
Your wooden
Turned my
heart.
heart to gold and took it away with her.
No, golden
The only
heart.
way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have
Human
to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow.
Sure is a shame her fiancé got banished to a faraway land.
That we'll never see him again.
Never.
Tail says.
This place
Tail
looks
says
friendly. What?
Enter at your own risk. That's where the unicorns live.
Hey.
Tail says, I wonder if stuff like you can lose the game if you use the item at the wrong time is part of why our whole generation hoards every item until the very end of the game. You can't use a consumable. You might need it. That sure is a sad-looking man.
That is a sad-looking man. Let's talk to him. Let's eyeball him first.
Upon a fallen log sits a dashing young prince who looks very sad and confused.
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth, creamy skin. Have you seen her anywhere about?
No, sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that.
That's what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that old witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
I agree with Tails that I don't like the way he said creamy skin.
Smooth, creamy skin. It's like, well, I did see a very pretty lady, but did she have blue eyes? It's like, yes, she had blue eyes. And it's like, and did you feel her skin? No. It's like, but then how can I tell that it was creamy?
I think it was talking about the color.
Oh!
But also the tree lady probably doesn't have the right skin.
Oh, of course not. She would be like a perfect before picture for a lotion commercial.
Side note, but it sure is a shame that her fiance got banished to the faraway land of 2 screens away.
The way that he, like, his first line was just so, he's just like, yes!
Tails says, I haven't seen any pretty ladies, but I did see a sexy tree.
I'm not interested in sexy trees. I only want creamy skin. What do you think I am, a fairy?
Is the game gonna sass me for this?
Sexy tree? Apparently not. Oh, we're back here.
We're back here.
We went in a cycle.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Try to... I just have a sudden urge to dig in this hay bale one more time.
Let's just keep digging in it.
Graham watches with surprise as a contingent of ants marches into the haystack and begins to swarm through it.
They were still in your pants? They rode all the way here in your pants!
I think they just came from 2 screens over to help us. Like they
Oh.
said they would.
I thought you dancing with the ants in your pants was like you obtaining ants, and then now they're like crawling out of your pants in a swarm.
No, after you get throw the stick at the dog and have them run away, you can come back here and do this.
This song is excellent, by the way.
I'm glad to see there was a way that I could be of help to you. Look here. We found a golden needle in the haystack.
Hey.
I'd like to present it to you. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
Why, thank you, King Antony. I'm honored.
Good luck in
I
your
like
travels,
this guy.
Graham. And be careful.
Like, I bet the golden needle is much more impressive to the ants as they're like offering it up to this man, and he just like appreciates it, you know? It's like they crawl through the hay and like sing him a song, and then they like give him a little needle, and he's just like, I appreciated King Antony. It's like,
Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
save the rat! Save the rat!
Rat saved.
Yay!
Oh, thank you, good sir. You saved my life. My children and I will never forget your kindness. Maybe someday I'll be able to return the favor. Oh, I hear my children calling. Goodbye, until we meet again.
Yay! She had children.
That's one favor paid off and another earned.
That cat's gonna come back for vengeance.
Do you have anything to say yet, Cedric?
See the road there? Back to the east is the town.
You actually have something to say. Nothing useful, mind you. Did you know the town is over there? You mean where we started?
Cedric has a poor memory. Ribo says, I like Zero's headcanon about ants in the pants transport. Tails is like, they're singing. Javier says, Antony, Ant-Man ripped off someone. Yeah, Ant-Man ripped off this game. Tails says, oh, I saw a cool writing prompt like that.
It could almost
Like-
make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family.
What? Excuse me?
What a wonderful bluebird. It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family.
It's like, I think that's the first acknowledgement that he's like sad that his family and household and house have been taken away. Like, from the moment he like did that sort of shocked, oh, my castle's gone, the like owl just immediately flies in. It's like, whoa, I'm silly. But yeah, that's 2 hours of streaming, Lyra.
Yeah, I guess 2 hours of streaming.
We should go see the sexy treat. Let her play us out with her beautiful, sexy music of sorrow.
I forgot to do the thing. Hold on.
Ribo says, wow, Lyra really said, not in my Nuzlocke boots, cat. Cat, the Puss in Boots. Sexy tree again!
One last thing. Because this is actually the exact save I need to restore from. Oh, no, that's not far back enough. Never mind. Just gonna... Sorry. Thank you. Because she has this nice music, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, you come down here to where the guy is. It's actually a different version of the same song.
Oh, it's like with a different instrument.
Yeah. Just has a little jingle, but...
Yeah. That's kind of nice. That's a nice touch. That ties them together.
Mm-hmm.
Carol says, like, there was a writing prompt, like, to ants, humans are like dragons. They hoard treasure in a cave, food in the fridge, spit poison, ant spray, and fly great distances, jumping. That's pretty cool. Javier says, that's the game version of, if you didn't save the rat, you'll be sorry later on.
Oh, yeah.
Kale says, uh-huh.
I believe the rat, I believe if you're not fast enough, the rat can be caught. And if, whereas the last time thing, it was just a game over if you lost. That one, if you miss your chance, I believe it, the game becomes unwinnable, because the rat is just captured and dead after that.
Whoop. Tails says, OMG, Graham is like edgy and depressed about his family. I love the idea that he hasn't felt any joy this whole time. Him just like dying inside. Thank you for this golden needle, King Anthony.
In fairness, he's been dying a lot on the outside too.
He just like eats the pie, like stray-faced and in sorrow. He like meets this tree lady and is like, finally someone who gets me. Tail says, two halves of the same idiot.
Javier says, things that make the game unwinnable. Here's some correction. Sierra, the company, is really into things that make the game unwinnable if you miss them. I believe all their games are like that.
I think it's fine as long as the game is like short enough, because like like back in the day we played these games over and over and over again.
Yeah, and it's also like promotes like 50 bajillion saves.
Yeah.
Like the where it becomes a problem is like the pie thing, where it's like you get it at the beginning and you don't need it to the end.
Yeah.
The rat, it's we're basically and it's also a lot more obvious. Like you eat the pie, it's like hard to tell that it was important or you needed it. Like you get a prompt like, oh, the cat is chasing the rat, and it catches it. You vaguely get, oh, that was a bad thing that shouldn't have happened.
Well, to be fair, right? Like in a game like this, you pick up an item, you exchange it for another item, and then you use it and nothing happens. You should also get the idea, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
You raise a fair point. Put a pin in that for later.
Anyway.
Let's go someplace else.
Hey, look, Cedric's sassing us for standing still. That's actually literally the reason why I have the the thumbnail the way it is.
We're just trying to have a snack, and Cedric's like, hey!
Adventuring!
Adventure time!
But yeah. That's gonna be all for today's stream. Next week, what do you say we go into Bridalwood and see the unicorns?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so next week we'll explore this funky forest of doom and see what we can get. So far,
Raimo is like, Raimo seems to have played these games a lot, so it's really fun to have them along during these streams.
Also, currently our equipment for battling the evil wizard is a pie, a gold needle, a genie that murders us, a honeycomb, a broken wand, and the only thing that seems useful for this endeavor so far, a magical amulet that repels magic.
Nice.
But also she said, all except the most powerful of magics, and something tells me that Mordak is in that most powerful section.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's see what other neat loot we can find next time. But before that, tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Ranger with Tails.
Fun diggity dog.
Which is basically gonna be blind for me.
Oh, really? You've never played?
I played like the first 30 minutes of it. I have completed a Ranger game, but I haven't completed the first Ranger game.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna
I don't know which Ranger game I own, but I've also only played I didn't even start the game. I think my sister started playing it and she handed it to me because I was like, what's that? And I did some circles around the Pokemon and I'm like, yeah, that's enough. Are you gonna use your tablet?
What are you talking about, Zero? Of course I'm going to be using an actual DS with the DS streaming magic.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rivo says, I have a game suggestion which barely anyone plays, but I think you two would like it if you enjoy point and click. I love point and click.
I also love point and click. There aren't enough of them nowadays.
Yeah, they're usually kind of really short, straightforward indie titles.
Or Phoenix Wright and Danganronpa. And those
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, and those are kind of different vibe. Those are point and click adventures crossed over with visual novels, so they're not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I always consider them more visual novel than point and click because the point and click sections are just for you to click on the right things to get the
Well, you also
progression.
You click on but it's the same thing. It's you adventure over places, find the right items, and use them in the right places to do it.
Okay, I guess to be fair, I've only ever played humongous entertainment point and clicks, so I don't really know what like the genre entails in terms of like outside of it. So yeah.
I've never played humongous entertainment adventure point and click games. So
I don't recall in Phoenix, right, that you have to like I think you have to pick up stuff for like evidence, but you don't like apply it later to other. Oh wait, I think you like put something in a camera at some point. I don't remember.
That's right.
It's been a while.
Wait, no, you played 2, right?
I've played 1, I think like twice, and I've played 2, but it was like a long time ago, and also I was kind of delirious while I was playing it.
Yeah, you do a little more of using stuff in the adventure segment in 2 and 3, but it's still more the way it's done in the trial. But it's just like that's like the way the using the items is skinned in Phoenix, right? In Danganronpa, it's still basically the same thing. It's just like as Phoenix Wright thinks, that's how they brand it.
Yeah.
What about those games? I'm gonna copy these game suggestions that V has suggested.
Echo Quest and Echo Quest 2, The Secret of the Rainforest. I thought Echo Quest was like a dolphin game, but then you say Secret of the Rainforest, and I'm like, dolphins can't go to the rainforest.
Hey, I just realized that you can still see the game just like casually running.
Yeah. What about these games? Those games made by LucasArts. I heard they used to make a lot of popular point and clicks, like Monkey Island. I've heard of Monkey Island.
I've heard of Monkey Island.
The only other point and click I've played is Machinarium, I think it's called. It's like about this little robot. Much more straightforward, a little boring, and the puzzles get kind of like really hard at a certain point, like stupidly. So maybe that's why Phoenix Wright doesn't feel point and clicky to me, is there's no like animations, you know? Everything's like fade in a character, and like they'll sometimes like jiggle around and like change expression, but it's not like your character walks over to something and then like something happens.
Oh, right. There's also the Miles Edgeworth investigation games, which are
I heard of those.
Yeah,
but those are only in Japan, right?
Nope. The first one is here too. I actually have it on my phone.
It's on your phone.
Yeah. And
it's a phone game?
It's the Phoenix Strike games are like very Skyrim-y, that they're on everything.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Artemis says I played a Madeline point and click as a kid. That sounds cute.
Oh yeah.
I love Madeline. All right. Well, that was awesome.
It was. My main other point and click experience is Hive Swamp.
Did you ever finish that demo?
The first chapter, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never started the second chapter, which released quite a while ago.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, also, I forgot to mention, before next Friday's stream on Thursday, assuming nothing goes wrong with the game being shipped here, we'll be starting Metroid Dread.
Ooh.
Super fun.
How dreadful.
Sweet. So anyways, thanks everyone for watching. What?
What? I've never heard you make that pun before.
What
That was funny.
I made a pun. What?
Yeah, instead of saying anyways, it sounded like you said any gays.
Oh, I didn't say that. But now that you mention it, any gays. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. And I'll see you all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.